Hello there and welcome back to Space Engineers. Yes, we're back on Space Engineers, going to be continuing our survival playthrough that we got going on here. Yes. Just before we get started here, it is the weekend, so hopefully y'all having yourselves a great weekend so far. Just a little bit of news about Space Engineers 2. I was going to do a video on Space Engineers 2 today, but I, booted up the game and whatnot after they did their 1.1 update, and the only thing they've done is add the Steam Workshop, which I'm very thankful for. I'm glad the workshop exists. I'm glad that's what the way they went with it, because some games will won't do workshop. They try to do their own little thing. Yeah, we got the workshop now, which is pretty nice. That's the only thing they've done. They didn't add anything new to kind of mess around with. Nothing really to bring me back into Space Engineers 2. That's the reason I haven't been playing it. Is, I know I got a build going on and everything, but I kind of got bored with it. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing... Like, I'm not saying that there's no objectives or anything. That's how Space Engineers always been, was there's always no real objective. You just kind of make up your own stuff, unless you're playing a scenario. What I was hoping was they would have added, like, some more blocks to kind of be like, ooh, let me play around with these for a little bit, for a couple hours, and we'll make a video out of it, that kind of thing. And so, unfortunately, that's not what happened, so... they just done the Steam Workshop with, like I said, glad that they did. I'm happy that they did. Awesome. But, could have added some more blocks, in my opinion. Could have added some more stuff for us to play with, even if it was non-functional. None of the buttons are functional still, and none of the doors are functional, and I was just like, when they add something a little bit more, substance, I can't even say the damn word. When they add some more substance to the game, maybe we'll hop back into it. But for now, we'll just play some Space Engineers 1, because I've got all the DLCs, and we're having a good time over here. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. So, yeah, just a little bit of a intro on that portion. So, if you remember last time, I think we did some mining last time, didn't we? We did a little bit more mining with this. Well, did we? Maybe not. Maybe we didn't do any mining. I know what we did, though, was we definitely installed this new piping system, which actually hooks to our stuff. I need a way to get down here safely. But yeah, we dug out this massive tunnel and built all of this for our pipe network that goes into the base, which is still under construction and stuff. But I think as well today we're going to be doing some more mining with the mining vehicle and getting some more iron. But you definitely need iron. That is the big one. So if we can get another load of iron for us, then we can definitely get that. We can definitely get enough materials where we can start doing that. So the other thing we're going to do today is we're going to finish this vehicle. So I was building a welding vehicle because, like I've said, last episode, I think I said it as well, was, building flying vehicles is great, but building flying vehicles is also easy-ish. I kind of like the challenge of being restricted to wheels for now. Makes me invent stuff like this. Or massive, extremely complicated mining vehicle. It's a bit more complicated than it needs to be, but I believe it is empty, though. And if we look at all the other stuff, yeah, we have plenty of iron, I think. Wait, not plenty of iron. Do we have plenty of iron? Wait, there's a survival kit? Where? The survival kit has... Can I take this stuff? I can. I'm connected to somebody's survival kit. It's probably that one over there. The only survival kit I know of is the one on that vehicle, so... Yeah, we'll put that in here. I think what ended up happening was that... So, do that. We should probably get some hydrogen as well. What was I saying? I forgot. It was probably when we didn't have much storage space at the time. And the survival kit ended up having to... See, what happens is if you're if you're making material, whether it be just raw minerals or raw materials, or if you're making actual items to then use, and you end up running out of space, what ends up happening is it starts shoving it into like connectors, and it'll start shoving it into vehicles eventually that are connected to the system. So yeah, let's go ahead and finish emptying this out. We can put that right back, because we're all connected up. We can put that right back in here. Just put it with the rest of the silicon there. Need a way to organize this better. Yes, I know there's mods and stuff, but dang it. I don't want to use mods. I've been using mods for a long time in Space Engineers. When you've used so many mods, you know, for me at least, it's like I want the experience. I want the vanilla experience. So no mods. We can run scripts, absolutely, but no mods. At least not for now, because there's still a lot to experience in the game that I have not yet. But yeah, I guess we're out of iron, aren't we? Well, maybe not out of iron, but where is the iron? Yeah, there's our industrial refiner. Oh, we got 28,000 iron. Okay, let's build some more plates. Build like another 20,000 plates or something. Production. We'll go 10,000 of these, 5,000 of those, and 5,000 of those. There we go. And that can be made while we're out mining. But yeah, we need to finish this vehicle too. So basically the idea behind this vehicle is it's going to have its own wheels. These wheels are not going to be powered. They're just so that you don't, so that you can't put the the welders clear on the ground, but they'll be close enough to be able to do that. It's kind of like kind of like a vacuum cleaner with an adjustable head. But the basic idea, though, behind having it on a pivot like this is so when you come up to areas like a wall or a ramp, you can weld a little bit up as well. So that's kind of the idea behind that. And I may end up rotating these in a way, or maybe we end up making connecting pieces to add more welders, so that if we're welding a wall or something like that, we can weld more than just that. But I think there's 3 welders for now will probably do. But it would be nice, and it's got a large large cargo container. There we go. Which we can put plates in, put like iron plates and stuff, and we can, finish welding up this floor and whatnot. That would be pretty nice. But the basic idea, though, like I said, is to get enough material to build ourselves a spaceship so I can eventually start going to space. And then, and to the moon and so on. Eventually get to space and whatnot. We'll live in space for a little bit. That kind of stuff. And of course, in case you've forgotten, the ultimate goal is to build ourselves a mega space station, because, we're going to create ourselves an industrial empire. And we're going to have a massive, facility. A massive facility that you can bring in raw items and stuff, or raw ores and stuff like that. You can from mining, and then turn that all into materials for the stuff, and just have this massive storage of thousands and thousands of items, basically. And it basically turns into a store at that point, where we can sell all of our items and make tons of money. That's the ultimate goal. Okay, now time to figure out which one of these it is. Is it 7? No, it wasn't 7. Is it 6? It was 6, okay. Oh, that's right! The other thing I wanted to do for this... yeah, didn't we decide as well we need to figure out more turning wheels for this? to increase the turn radius. I had to reduce the friction on the wheels so that they'd actually drive on this. Otherwise they'd be too sticky and then you wouldn't be able to move. Just because it's so heavy. The power of these wheels is not very powerful. Like I said, it's got a lot of wheels, but they're not very powerful. Especially when it's loaded. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to do with this was I wanted to create a spine, essentially, for this thing. There you go. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to create a spine to kind of make this a little bit stronger on the back here. Obviously, if the pistons fall, the whole jury rig falls. But this whole thing, if we could protect this with a set of light armor blocks, that would be really nice, just to give some extra attachment points for if a block breaks, the whole thing doesn't come off. That kind of thing. I don't know though. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Probably, but it's also going to make it a little bit heavier. So what I was thinking was, I think something a bit like this here. Just run this all the way down, just so it's a little bit wider. Also, Shift P to grab that, and we need some iron plates. Let's grab like 200. 200, and then we can kind of, yeah, place this along. It'll be along both sides, I think. Yes. It's gonna take a while. Why did they never add, they never added the bigger, I forget what they call it, but they never added the extra build modes to survival, which was always, it was always a why type of situation, you know? It's like, why didn't you add that? Like, there's totally a reason for that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, when you have the elite welder, it just goes. I think on the top end we're going to add an extra block here. What we could do is this. Okay. Maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe something like that. And like I said, I'm trying not to add too much to this because we can't go super crazy and make it look nice, because we do not want to overweigh the drill rig. Because if we overweigh that hinge, we won't be able to actually operate the machine, which would be bad. That would be a bad day. So glad I reconfigured to the to rotate on the number keypad. Makes things a little bit easier. Yes. There we go. That don't look too bad, and it's a little bit stronger. It's just a little bit stronger, so it takes more than just one block to break the whole thing. Now, of course, again, if one of these pistons goes out, obviously that's it for the rig. And we have to somehow figure out how to reattach it, which is pretty freaking impossible sometimes. But at least it won't be coming from this section. So this section can take a little bit of a beating before it fully falls off. I think I want to actually increase this by doing, I guess, kind of like what we did at the other end, just not as thick. There we go. Makes me feel a little bit better about that. Just got to be very, very careful. This is an elite grinder, and if we mess up, there goes the whole thing. Do not want to mess up. That would be a bad day. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that does make me feel a little bit better about the whole deal. I just hope we can tip it when we get out there. But oh yeah, let me fix this issue real quick with the wheels. Let me see if I can get like at least 3 wheels per side turning, and hopefully that'll help us turn a little bit easier. Alright, hopefully that makes things a little bit more steery around here. Might increase the friction slightly on the steer. Maybe the steer wheel should have friction, you think? Yeah, let's go steer wheels. Steer wheels, let's up the friction. We shouldn't do that. We should up all the friction. Up the friction of all of them. Alright, friction. Let's go 35%. Yeah, that ain't bad. Yeah, that turns much easier now. Alright, let's go. But yeah, we need to mine definitely more iron. So, ooh, we need to be a little careful. And that's why I had the friction so low, because it was easy to tip. Freaking ice is filled with holes. Got my foot on the gas. Pedal to the metal. Let's go. And the reason it's not increasing speed is because I got a speed limit on this. I put a speed limiter on the wheels so I could only go 10 meters a second. Because if I go any faster, I'm afraid I might tip the machine. Now, the only reason I'm not doing first person for this is first person. Yeah, can't see a freaking thing in first person because of the drills. I mean, this type of machine, you don't really drive off of the construction site anyway. This is based on a real machine, by the way, by a real drilling rig. drills legs for bridges. I don't know what it's exactly called, but what it does is it drills a big deep hole into the ground, like 20 or so feet, 50 feet, 100 feet. I don't even know how deep it goes. I'm just pulling numbers out of my ass there, but yeah. So it drills extremely deep, and then once it's done drilling it, and it's got a nice clean hole in it, then it takes these hollow pipes that are usually made of steel and rebar and all kinds of other stuff, and it pushes these pipes down into that hole. And once these pipes are in that hole, then you fill the pipes with concrete. That's the essential idea, anyway. It's not that easy, of course, but that is the essential idea. And yeah, it's a real life machine. So if I knew what it was called, I'd get you an image of it, but I have no idea what something like that would be called. But it's basically this exact same drill rig as well, and it's basically it's like a stripped crane. Like it doesn't do the craning part, but it definitely has the tallness of a crane, I guess. Let's see. I can see my irons. Guess I gotta approach from the opposite side. From this side here. The only problem is with this machine, if I ever run into any kind of issues like a meteor storm, I can't put down the drill rig fast enough. I just have to hope that I don't get hit. I mean, I'll absolutely try to put down I'll actually try to put down the rig, but it does not come out of the hole fast enough. I thought if I had like an all-encompassing reverse for all of the pistons, I'd be able to get it out of the hole and get it laid down, but it's like a real-life machine. It takes forever. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our let's go ahead and get our outriggers out, because we need to stand this thing up. And it is a little unstable when it's trying to pivot, because you're changing a lot of center of mass, so it's good to lock it to the ground. Alright. So we're going to go 5 and 8. There we go. She is now unlocked. And then we're going to do 4 and 6. There we go. And you definitely tell it's a little slower. It's got a little more weight on it. But that's okay. The weight is not on the pistons, the weight's on the... And that's why the drill rig itself has very little in the way of... I just put some support pieces there to kind of make it look nice, but can't really do much with it. Okay, and then once that's in position and kind of settles down a little bit, there we go. She's settling down. We can go ahead and hit 3, but we're not going to turn them off or raise up the pistons. We're just going to hit 3. This only works on a flat ground, by the way. And we are going to actually. This is not a bad spot. Actually, yeah, we're actually perfect for the actual drills. So we're gonna hit 3 to relock it. It's okay if we overlap and make the hole bigger. We are now locked to the ground. And there's a reason that the outriggers are so far back, by the way. And it's because I want to do right-click mining to get rid of the ice, and it's not good. Okay, so is it on 3 or is it on 1? It might be on 1. There's probably turn on 2 as well. Turn on the actual engine. Sorry about that. Had to just leave for a moment. Yes, let's get back to it. What were we doing? Oh yes, so we're getting ready to drill here. What I was trying to do is I was trying to find... I don't remember if I set one up or not for it. Maybe it's on 9. 6, 4, 3, 2. It's on 2. Turn on my ejectors, actually. So basically, these little ejectors up top of the machine here, they eject the ice when I drill it, so. Alrighty. And then we go to 3, and we get started. So we just hit 2 here. I don't have the pistons organized, but I do just tap the pistons. All the pistons are on a key, so. Yeah, just whatever piston. I wasn't going to go through and trying to name all 26 of them. Sorry, that's not my style. But yeah, like I said, I right-click, and I just hold right-click, and it goes down slow enough that it keeps everything safe and keeps things from flying apart. So it's, you know, not too bad. And then once that piston's done... Oh, that's right, we do 2, 3, and 4 because we're right-click mining. Sorry, I'm being a fool. A foolish fool. Yeah, what you can do if you want to know a little trick is hold your right-click and then hit, while you're holding your right-click, hit K, and then let go of your right-click and then exit out, and it mines itself. Yeah, it does mine itself. Just little space engineer's trick. Yeah, once we see that iron, we can start mining the left click. 5. Should be getting close. I can actually see the iron layers, so it's not like it's okay. I'm going to go and left click, hit K, lock it in place, and there we go. Now, of course, with left click, you can just hit a key and it'll turn itself on, but... Yep, and now we mine the ions. I hit 6 as well. Get us down there. So we're not quite there yet. There we go, now we're hitting the surface. And we stop mining the ion. And then our ejectors should start working any moment. I hope. I hope my ejectors work. There it goes. There's some ice. Yeah, I know I'm putting ice back in the hole, and we're probably sucking up the same pieces over and over, but... as long as the iron gets mined, right? There's that piston, so that's 7. And we have to do one piston at a time. Actually, we were a little too... We actually weren't close enough to the edge. I thought we were close enough to the edge, but... Yeah, it looks like we're going to miss a bit of iron. I'm not going to course correct, though, because I'm already there. Yeah, and that tinging noise is just pieces of ice slamming into the drills. Don't worry, they can take it. Yeah, and this is basically the excitement of it. Right. Let me mine a bunch of iron, get full here, and then we'll go back to base. that was quite a bit, getting all that mined and stuff like that. Let's turn off our lights here. Oh, I'm gonna have to put those... no, those are not inset lights. They're offset. That's what I meant. Offset lights. They're this one. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Change them to blue. Dark blue. Alright. Just making sure I got the right lights here. Change them back to white in a second. I think I have the right lights, so they're the orange ones. Okay, cool. That blue is very blue. Abadi abada. That one, that one, that one, and that one. So they're these orange ones. Okay. Back to white. Yeah, less intense. Yeah, like 1.5. And we're going to save these as drill lights. Save. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to replace that pivot, because that pivots both of them, which we don't ever use. Like this pivot down here, this folds and unfolds the drill rig completely, all in one go. But I'm going to go ahead and remove, and then groups. Drill lights. Toggle on and off. There we go. Yeah, because lights that are not directly connected to your grid that you're piloting do not turn off with the L key, so... Nope. And another unidentified signal just spawned in. So basically that means everything turns to mashed potatoes for a minute, and then it's back. It always happens. But yeah, having all this inside of here is going to be really nice. You can see all the iron that's being sucked out, which is very nice. Because we need a lot of iron. Oh, we might even have to go back for more. So I do want to empty out the machine now. So I'll put this in the storage. Yeah, we got almost 4 full containers, large car containers full, which is 15,000 each. So that's not bad. Yeah, like I said, I'm just emptying out the vehicle. And we have full yield modules on our industrial refinery, industrial cockpit. Plus an industrial cockpit and a bunch of other stuff on this connector. Put some iron in it. Just drag it down. 144K. Yeah, that's not bad. We got 83,000 ice. Also got a bunch of a nickel. Where's the refinery at? There's a refinery. Process that first for me. Just to get it out of the way, essentially. Okay, cool. And then... Bam, bam. Yeah, it's putting some of it over here as well. We got 17,000 to 56,000 iron. That's not bad, actually. Got some uranium and stuff like that. Okay. So now, this drill rig. This drill rig is going to take a little while to build, I'd imagine. Yeah, and I'm so glad I added those spotlights, because I just couldn't see, man. I just couldn't see the hole in there. And these spotlights do absolutely nothing. All these spotlights are pretty useless as far as distance. That's okay, though. We had to get this drill rig done. I don't know what I'm exactly what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna use the 5x5 wheels, though. I think that's what I'm gonna use, is these ones here, the 5x5s, and that way it's nice and got a lot of power. It can handle a heavy load, that kind of stuff, rather than using the 2x2s. And these ones are 3x3s. So yeah, we'll do 5x5 wheels. I think 6 is right, yeah. So yeah, 5x5 wheels, but we want the compact 5x5s. Or the short 5x5s, I should say. Next, we got short 5x5s. And we got the big suspension 5x5. Actually, oh. I think my mic crackled there a little bit. It's not quite acting like it should. Hopefully it's okay. Which is like, actually, the big 5x5s would probably be okay. I hate that it auto swaps. So I'm gonna need 2 5x5 rights. Might not be tall enough. 9. Yeah, there we go. Okay, 5. Or 6, sorry. Yeah, big old 5x5. Looks like that's the lowest we can put it, right? Look at the 5x5s on the large grid. Good God, man. That is big. Yeah, you can't put the wheel if it's too low. We might be having to add a second container. It's going to be a very short wheelbase. Yeah, I'm going to add a... Well, what should we add, actually? Should we add a hydrogen engine onto this? Oh, we could add a hydrogen engine. Well, not really. Can't really add a hydrogen engine there. Not without blocking it all up. Yeah, it's got a very short wheelbase, unfortunately. So what kind of systems could we use? That'll be able to pipe all the way through. Because a second container would work, but also we don't need that much storage. That's a lot of storage. We might either that or we have to go with the 3x3 wheels. Or we just move it. Well, actually, it's actually better to have the container where it's at rather than having it forward or backwards. And the reason is this a oh, if I disconnect that container, this whole thing falls, by the way. Because there's no way to connect to it because of the way I have it. Damn it. Is there no way to connect? Because I can't connect stuff to the side of conveyor. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. I wonder if I can... Nope, can't attach to the side of that either. Yeah, see, we can't attach to the side of that. We can attach to there. Yeah, I didn't really give myself an attachment point, did I? I did not think this through. Wait. If I lock it down, I can reattach the head once we've swapped over, because I kind of want the storage crate in the middle. And we could add another... I mean, we could do it go with the double storage crate, or... Like I said, if I can move this up towards the front of or towards the front, it won't be so bad. But being back here, it just ain't gonna work. But I was thinking, what if we lock it down? If there's a way to lock it down. Now we could lock it down with the landing gear, of course. This is quite the predicament I'm in. Quite the predicament I put myself in. If I put this here, will it lock? Unable to place. That definitely ain't gonna lock. If I place it sideways, it might. No. Yeah, because this is sitting on the ground, technically. It's like, if I can get it to lock somehow. Yeah, because right now it doesn't have any power. I guess I could give it a small battery. Yeah, but then I'd need to be able to move it. Let's see. There's no real other way to do this. Wait, plan forming? There's a plan forming in my head? Ah, I wasn't close enough to lock. Wait. If I rotate it. Nope. It's a nice idea, but I can't. Unless I can get it to this side. Like if I can go one more block out, that might work. Nope. I could go lower. That's got to be locked, right? No, it's not wanting to lock. Ah. Wait, blue is ready to lock, or is... No, yellow is ready to lock. Blue is just... Blue. Blue is just blue. Yeah, yellow is ready to lock. These are set up with auto-lock as soon as you put them down. And they will auto-lock even without power. Ah, it's inside the thing! How is this not locked?
Meteor storm inbound.
Uh-oh. Alright, well, let's go see how much stuff is going to get destroyed. Hopefully this one's not invisible. I don't see it. Give it another moment, I guess. Oh, it's an invisible one. Sad. I hate when they're invisible. That's really annoying, actually. So I got no way to lock this. And as soon as if I was to detach, what I was thinking was, though, is I could detach the hinge part and lock it down. Because this was actually kind of difficult to build this bottom with the wheels and stuff. So that's why I was hoping that it would work. Yeah, I just didn't think about wheel placement when I did that. Okay, the only other way to fix this is to put a cargo container, or sorry, a conveyor tube, and then extend this out. It's the only way it's gonna work. Because I am not gonna redesign it. I give up. Give up. Nut connector. There it is. Okay. This time, though, I will put one of these in. If I had the stuff for it. Yeah, that way we can just connect stuff to it. Call it a day. Alright, so... and then 6. Now we should be able to put that there. Yeah! It's actually pretty low to the ground, which I actually kind of like. Alright, and then 5. I've got this set up with 5 and 6. I put the wheel on 5, the left wheel on 5, and the right wheel on 6. So left is 5, right is 6. If that makes any sense. There we go. And this one is here, I think. Yep, that looks good. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, those all had what they needed, so. Whoops. I know what I forgot. I was placing these with a different, with a different color scheme. Oh right, we couldn't pull out everything. Let the one go. There we go. You can see the different blocks. Can I reach that block? I don't think I'm going to be able to reach that block. Come on. It's right there. And we can just put that back. Okay. Then we need a connector. Slap on the back of this bad boy. Alrighty. And that should call that good. Let's go ahead and detach that. Yeah, it's like a little mini monster car. But yeah, this is going to be a construction machine. I guess I should decide on the... What was it? Control Shift P? Or Control Shift middle mouse click. That's it. Control Shift middle mouse click paints the entire grid. And of course we can't forget the wheels. I do like having the electronics on the wheels, that, or this futuristic armor, or whatever it is, this light emitting armor on the wheels, because they give these like futuristic like rings, and it looks really good. Really like that. But yeah, like I said, this is just going to be function for welding. Unfortunately, that might not be close enough. I hope it's close enough. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit of an issue. But yeah, because these suspensions are as tall, about as tall as I can go. It is leaning back a little bit. I don't know why, to be honest, but it is leaning back a little bit. But yeah, having it lower to the ground is definitely going to help. And then being able to pivot this up and down will definitely help as well with, well, when it comes to welding ramps and stuff like that. Because that was the issue we had with this vehicle that had welders pointing downwards, was the welders kept running into the ramp. So that was our main issue there. Okay, now we just got to get the rest of the systems in place and get her armored up to at least look like a vehicle. We're going to be sitting right up here. I'm going to have some armor blocks, but we're going to be sitting right here. Right in the middle. Because it's an equipment. It's a piece of equipment, so... But yeah, we'll be sitting right in the middle for that. So yeah, let me get this armored up and some of the systems in place, like a battery and whatnot. And we'll see where we go from there. Maybe we'll do some welding. Alrighty, now that we finally got the vehicle done and I've got it connected up to the base, got this little ramp to kind of connect it, because I am not moving thousands of plates. You know what I mean? I'm not moving thousands of plates to that. So I decided to use this cockpit here, which is the industrial cockpit, and there's a very specific reason for it. The specific reason is because when you get in and you're driving, you can actually look down and see the welders. The other cockpits, you couldn't see the welders because it's got all the... Because literally where that bar is right there, right in front of us above the hinge, that bar, that is the lowest cockpit, like, viewing. The rest of it's, like, even higher, where you couldn't even see the welders at all, so, yeah. I'm just finishing setting up all the stuff. If I could type the right keys. Let's see. I need to rename this specific hydrogen engine. I need to start... I wish you could, like, name the... Or can you? Can you do that? And then if you go back into... No. What would be nice is everything that was attached to this, it put welder in front of it. That would be pretty nice. You'd have to rename everything. Unfortunately. Hydrogen engine. And name this the... the welder engine. There we go. So then when I hit G, I mean it would have showed up. Oh, no, it won't show up. Because I don't know which one's which here. But welder engine, we could turn toggle block on and off. We're going to go and turn that off for right now. Yeah, should we give this thing a try? I did try it out on the ramp. It's not great, but it's not bad. The wheels, I have learned that the wheels will not turn, unfortunately. I have no idea why. I've tried everything I could think of. Apparently, I think because it's these two? Yeah. I think it's because the if we turn off the height offset, it's just because of the what you call it? Trying to think of the thing. Is because they're on a separate grid. So even though they're powered, they cannot be used unless you have a script. But basically, what I wanted was I wanted these wheels to free wheel. Essentially, I wanted the wheels to not have any friction. Essentially, well, not friction, but I wanted the wheels to rotate along the ground. Well, that wasn't working. So what I did was I turned off all friction to these wheels so that they would turn, or so that they would glide at least. Okay, so we've got this. I think all of our batteries are powered, or at least getting powered. I do want to move like a bunch of these plates over into... I should probably name the... I should probably name it. So... Cargo container 2, we're going to go welder. Welder cargo, otherwise I'll never find it. So now if I drag these plates, I should be able to drag them all the way to the bottom. Yeah, we got welder cargo right here. Let's put in, yeah, roughly 2,000 plates. Are we still producing? Or are we done? Really? Did we produce that many iron plates? Yeah, 17,000 iron plates, or steel plates. I don't know why I typed in iron, should have typed in steel. Because iron plates, that's satisfactory. This is not satisfactory. Yeah, let's give her a little bit of a test though. Well, actually, let me put in more steel plates. So these 17,000 steel plates. Let's put in, I don't know, like 5,000 roughly. Yeah, 5,208. Okay, perfect. That's all we can hold. Okay, so we're gonna unlock that. Why did we immediately tip? Oh wow. I think we need to turn up our suspension strength. We have bottomed out. Oh, this connector is incomplete apparently. Did it get damaged from that? It did. Oh crap. My connector completely busted. That is insane. All right. Well, apparently when you max out the plates. All right. Let me get my welder wheels going here. Strength. Let's go like 20%, I think. Yeah, 20% is 20%'s not great. Yeah, let's go 30%. There we go. I want the suspension to be just enough to keep us up and going. So yeah, see how the wheels just don't rotate on the welder once we get past this vehicle, of course. Come on, get past. There we go. Yeah, you can see my wheels don't want to. They don't want to rotate. That's why I turned the friction off on them so that they just glide essentially. They're just there as like buffers to keep the welders from going all the way to the ground. But I did turn off all the torque on the hinge for right now. What I should probably do is I should probably have the. Can we turn the hinge like actually? Would you get the same effect if you turn the hinge off? Like, let's say we did this, right? And we toggle block on off. So let's go, okay, let's go back to our hinge. And let's set the torque. That is not where it's supposed to be set, game. What's the... I don't even know if I need that much. Let's go 10. Braking torque. 10. Very low. Velocity, 0. We could also do hinge lock, but we don't really want to do that. So the current angle is 22 degrees, so we don't want it to rotate past 22 degrees. Alright, and then the upper limit should be 90 degrees. Okay. Yeah, you can see how it's locked now. Well, it's not. It's not locked. Hold on, what have I done? I might have broken this. It should be locked. Maybe needs a bit more torque. 50. Turn this up to 50 as well. 52. Okay. Let's take that hinge and let's reverse it, and then hinge lock. Okay. So if we do 2, that's not what I meant. If we do 5, because I can't read. Yeah, I have done something to this hinge. Let's see if it pivots. So I've got a speed limit of 2 meters a second on this, roughly 3. And close enough. I didn't really give it too much thought. But I want it to go this slow, though, definitely, like a forklift. Like this is its max speed. Because I do not want the welder to outdrive the quickness of the welders. I might have to slow it down even more. But let's test, will it pivot upwards? Now, the wheels don't touch this ramp until a little bit, so... Yeah, it's definitely still locked. Or it's definitely on. And you can see it's like... Oh, you know what it probably is. I betcha. It's because it has no RPM. Like if I do 5 now. It doesn't want to lift. Do I need more torque? I didn't think I needed that much. Was the braking torque too heavy? Yeah, it should be working. Unless I got the angles wrong. It's trying to pivot down, so this is backwards. Alright. That makes sense. So the upper limit needs to be 22, and then we'll go -90. Now it's not pivoting downwards. Okay, that's weird. It doesn't want to lift it. There it goes. Why doesn't it want to lift? That is weird. We might not be able to do 90. Ugh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. That to me that screams clang worthy. Alright, so we got the upper limit correct then. Let's go change this to 80. There we go. So that'll be the upper limit. Yeah, my question is, why is it so heavy? That it doesn't want to lift it. It should not be this heavy. Okay. So now you can see it's kind of... It's kind of... has like no... Doesn't really have any torque for some reason. But clicked reverse. I guess we just got to give it more torque. Let's make it a little bit faster, by the way. Just a hair faster. There we go. 200. That braking torque, I just seen it. Let's go back down to 10. Hey, though, we've got movement. It's like it's waving to us, like hi. Okay, so now if I try to drive up this ramp, it's not going to pivot, right? Well, it will kind of pivot. Oh, it's because it doesn't have any braking torque. Well, what I'm curious about is if I, say, turn the hinge off completely. Yeah, it has no power at all. Okay, that's what I wanted. So now if I turn the hinge off, it's not gonna, if I'm trying to like push up a ramp for welding, it's not gonna damage it. It's like it's on float mode, essentially, for hydraulics, where it has a little bit of pressure just to keep it where it needs to be, but it will just pivot upwards. This is the problem we had with the other vehicle, though, is you could not weld on ramps. Basically, I'd start going up the ramp, and then the vehicle would tip backwards, essentially, which was a major problem. Also, we don't have enough power to climb this. I mean, we kind of do, but... And... boop! That's what the wheels are there for, though. Okay. Can we weld? That is the other question. We can weld! Holy freaking crap, look at us go. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There we go. Now I don't have to hold it down. Using that little trick. I think we gotta reduce the speed limit. Five kilometers an hour.
Meteor storm inbound.
Oh, we got an orange block. A couple of orange blocks. And a meteor storm, huh? See, if I'm going full force, it's me full force, pedal to the metal. I don't want to miss the meteor storm. We'll adjust it in a minute. Whoa! That sounded close. Okay, well. I guess that's all she wrote, huh? Alright, so 5, let's go 7. That gets us at 2 meters a second. And it just finishes before it hits the next one. Yeah, because we want it to fully weld up before it... I don't know if it'll weld these. Yeah, the ramp is going to be difficult. I might have to drive down it backwards in order to make that work. Okay, I don't want to weld these out here, so... Let's get ourselves turned around. We might have to start moving vehicles out. But if we can get this all welded up, that would be awesome. That's the whole point of this welding vehicle. Yeah, I might add 2 extra welders on the outside, just to get us a little bit wider. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just to make us a little bit wider here. Okay, so we need a conveyor junction in order to make that work. So conveyor junction, and we need 2 more... Conveyor... 2 more... Conveyor welders. Conveyor welders, yeah, that's what they're called. And let me just hit both keys at the same time, that's fine. And then... Okay, so... I guess I can just grab everything I need. Yeah, that'll work. It's actually pretty nice, though. This is working. 5. 6. There we go. Because we only want to pull... yeah, we definitely only want to pull it. It'd be nice if the hydraulics and stuff actually worked on these. It wasn't just, you know, for looks. That'd be pretty nice. Make sure this is rotated correctly. It is. Nice. That's a little better. Now this is a hunk. Now it's definitely heavy. Can we pivot it? Nope, can't pivot it anymore. We almost doubled the weight. So we're going to have to do 300. Let's try 300. Roughly. Oh, it's off. Yeah, 300 works. Uh, say oh, what was that number? So so if I want 250, we'll go. Nope. Like that. Okay. So now if we pivot it, yep, it will work. Okay, perfect. And then turn that off. Yeah, because we don't need it on right now. I'm assuming turning it off will just kind of leave it like kind of in float mode essentially. Okay, now it's locked on. I hope they never fix that because that is so nice. Honestly, they should have just had it to where you could like set it. Set and forget it. I think you can with the welders. It's not with the drills though. It's fine. What I just did does the same effect anyway. So. Oh yeah, look at us weld. Heck yes. This is finally gonna get some of it done. Oh my gosh. Of course, we're gonna run out of plates pretty quickly here. Plus, we can fix vehicles with this. If we really wanted to. As long as we got the materials, I suppose. Alright. Apparently, that welder is short-circuiting. That's what I'm gonna guess, is that welder is short-circuiting down there. But it'd be pretty nice to have some of this welded, though. We will need a welding flying vehicle eventually, though, if we wanted to, like, weld up big structures. But I imagine we won't have any big structures here on Earth. We'll probably be big structures out in space. Then it'll be easier. It's so nice, though, to be able to just walk along and weld several blocks at the same time. Or drive along. Technically it's walking speed, so... Yeah, very nice. So now, when we go and build the actual bridge that we want to build over the lake, we can definitely do that with ease. Which maybe we'll start on the bridge next time. Maybe that'll be a thing because, I mean, we'll still need more iron and stuff, so I'll still have to drill some more iron. But I think for now, though, this ain't too bad. We got ourselves a welding vehicle, and we got it completed, and it's working not too bad. It's actually working pretty nice. So I definitely want to. We are gonna have to patch this up, but that is okay. Yeah, I was wondering if I could weld over there, but I'd have to. We'll have to hit the sides with maybe the hand welder. Oh, we're out of plates. Well then, since we're out of plates, I guess we will go ahead and leave it here for now. So that'll be pretty much... Oh, I just spotted a thing on my vehicle that didn't finish welding. That's alright, we'll get her fixed. But yeah, we'll go ahead and park this up. Probably get in there backwards. With zero friction, the wheels are still kind of catching a little bit. This thing is big and bulky, and I love it. Not the most glamorous of vehicles. It's basically a big boulder, or it's basically a big loader, a big front end loader, just with a. Ooh, you know what? That gives me a great idea. I don't know how we would incorporate it though, but what would be really cool is if we could use detach points for this vehicle. We could put like drills on it to drill into a mountain or like sideways into a mountain or something. Like we could put like drills on it, and then maybe we could put like I don't know what else we'd put on it, but like detachable heads with like different functions would be pretty cool. Maybe one with like a like it turns itself into a forklift, because this thing would be heavy enough to lift those containers over there. At least I would hope so, because this thing is massive. Because my other vehicle could barely lift them, but also this thing is much more of a beefcake as far as like it is thick with two C's. Not quite. We'll get the thick with two C's some other time. Add some more armor to it to make it a little heavier, because it doesn't need to be light and nimble. So, but yeah, we can go ahead and park there. Let's go ahead and lock it in. All right. Well, with that though, that is going to be it for this episode of Space Engineers. Yeah, I've had had a good time with that. This is my O2H2 gen, by the way, so I can create so I can actually put ice in this and actually run the engine up there if I need to. I've got a couple of tanks in here, kind of hiding. So there's a small tank there. I've got 4 small tanks, so just kind of making that a little bit, a little bit more being able to be on its own, because those 4 small batteries they're not gonna last very long. When you're trying to run welders and you're trying to run these big, massive wheels and stuff, and a hydrogen or O2H2 gen. But yeah, that's good and locked, and we'll leave that there. So, hopefully y'all have yourselves a great rest of your weekend, and I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.